Good afternoon. Welcome to the spring commencement ceremonies of Northern Illinois University. We are delighted that you are here to celebrate with us. Please welcome the members of the Platform Party, which include the 13th President of Northern Illinois University, Lisa Freeman, Interim Executive Vice President and Provost, Lori Ellish Piper, Vice President for Research and Innovation Partnerships, Gerald Blasey, Vice President for Student Affairs, Clint Michael Renault, Member of the Alumni Association Board, Kristen Hamblock, Dean of the Graduate School, Carrie Wilkes, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Robert Brinkman, Acting Dean of the College of Education, William Pitney, Interim Dean of the College of Health and Human Sciences, Beverly Henry, Dean of the College of Business, Balaji Rajagopalan, Dean of the College of Engineering and Engineering Technology, Donald Peterson, from the Department of Counseling and Higher Education, and our mace bearer, Professor Katie Jekyll. From the Department of Electrical Engineering, Professor Liquan Liu. Our readers are Stephen Tonks from the College of Education, Matthew Swan from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The student marshals are Andrew Buckwinkler and Paige Iman. Joining the members of the Platform Party are representatives from the graduate faculty. Yes, there is. Distinguished guests, presenting the Northern Illinois University class of 2023. Will the audience please rise as you are able for the presentation of the colors. The colors are being presented by the Northern Illinois University United States Army ROTC Color Guard, and the national anthem is being sung by vocalist Abria Shaw.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Lori Ellish-Piper, and I serve as the Interim Executive Vice President and Provost for Northern Illinois University. I am deeply honored to welcome you to the May 2023 commencement ceremony for Northern Illinois University. This is a day of great significance for our graduates and their families and friends. I am delighted that we are able to be together in person and share in this moment to watch your graduates walk across the stage. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the 13th President of Northern Illinois University, Dr. Lisa Freeman.
Good afternoon. Graduates, families, faculty, and friends, on behalf of the entire NIU community, please accept my sincere congratulations on a job well done. For many of you, this day comes at the end of a very long journey. Many of you have completed these degrees one class at a time and nearly all of you have balanced the demands of your studies with work and family obligations. The additional challenges you have faced surely must make this day twice as sweet. And of course, no one arrives at this place without a great deal of hard work. No one gets here without having made sacrifices, and no one walks across this stage alone. Each and every one of you accept your degree on behalf of all those in your lives who have helped make this day possible. So please join me in a warm round of applause for the parents, spouses, guardians, children, extended family, and mentors who have supported you throughout your degree journey. And for our graduate students, this growth and success has been supported by extraordinary members of the NIU faculty. Let's please acknowledge them with a round of applause. I find myself continually in awe of our students. You are smart, hardworking, and talented. You are committed to academic success, to service, to your communities, and to each other. During your years on campus, you have engaged in impactful research and artistry, you have traveled the world or explored the world virtually, and you have generously volunteered your time. Our graduates today will change the world and help us to better understand our changing world. In many cases, they've already begun that journey. Our students are impressive, and while we cannot share all of their stories today, we have created a video that shares the stories of a few of your peers whose commitment to service, to academic success, and to your communities is emblematic of the journey that all of you are completing today.
NIU is and when I started, I knew that I would only get my education from Northern Illinois University.
Being a Husky, to me, means
to be resilient.
what I've realized is you can do anything you want to do.
It's a place where I grew into the woman that you see before you.
Being a musician is being a magician. You know, the magic that you create, the power that you have in that moment. But I feel like I'm giving something back to my community when I perform, you know. And there's an old saying, if you meet any trombone players, that you don't choose the trombone chooses you. And I remember getting the horn and not liking it, and then I started to play around with the slide. And the trombone can mimic a speaking voice if you get really good at it. And I was hooked. NIU has helped me in many ways. To me, to be a great performer, you have to also be a great teacher. I want to be a professor myself one day. And so, yes, the lessons I've learned here at NIU are for a lifetime. I want to be someone who, when anyone comes across me, they are better for having met me. That's really what the lessons of a lifetime are. Because I'll never forget the professors here. I'll never forget some of the students. It's beautiful. You know, music, to me, that's the full circle of music. It's the energy, it's the love, but it's those moments when people connect with you on an emotional level. That's really when you know, I gave it all I had today. Those moments are why I play music.
Language in general, you know, ever since I moved from Mexico, I really made it a goal to learn the language and to just do my best, and I think that I just kind of became obsessed. Once I realized that I wanted to continue and wanted to go to college, wanted to be a special education teacher first, but it was when I learned about the different things that you can do within, you know, this field. The difference I would like to make as a speech-language pathologist is to empower others, you know, empower people who feel like they can't express themselves. The faculty and the professors here at NIU, everyone has been very supportive of me. That was amazing. You know, that was when I was like, you know, I'm starting to really like believe that I'm here and to really be like, okay, I can do this, you know. My dream is to be a role model to, my nieces and my little cousins. I really want them to see that they have a space in this country.
You follow where your heart is leading you. And so education for me, it was naturally what I was drawn to. And so it was on the campus of Northern Illinois University that opened my heart, that let me see that this is where I needed to be. After I got into teaching for a couple years, and then the love grew, and so I started my degree in leadership. I'm currently a principal here in DeKalb, and my next goal would be to be a superintendent of a school district in the near future. That is my next dream. It still wows me that I'm even here at this point, because I did not think I would go this far. This is a higher calling for me. My life's work. I want our students to know that they can be a principal. I told a student yesterday, you can do this. You can be a principal, because our students of color can't be what they can't see. So they need to see people like me, people that look like them in front of them, to let them know that they can do this. And so that is my life's work.
I'm a first-generation college student, but really this is all my mom. This is her degree, I'm just the one holding it.
I am a first-generation graduate student, yeah.
I am a proud first-generation college student.
No one is successful by themselves.
I'm walking across the stage with my countless friends and family.
To my family, this means that their sacrifice paid off.
So I walk across with my ancestors, who I just want to be their wildest dream.
I think that everyone played a role in this.
Congratulations, class of 2023. We did it.
Felicidades, clase del 2023. Lo hicimos.
Hats off, kudos to everyone that made it with me. We are here together. We are family Huskies.
Go Huskies!
There is so much to admire in the stories of Kirby, Trevita, and Stephanie. Graduate, your stories are amazing and your accomplishments are impressive. It is so exciting and inspiring to contemplate your future. The attainment of graduate degrees prepares each of you for leadership roles in your chosen professions, and our world needs skilled, compassionate leaders. The diplomas you are about to receive qualify you to work for businesses, healthcare agencies, not-for-profit organizations, schools, and universities. Your diplomas empower you to change our world. The application of knowledge is powerful, and you can make a difference. Graduates, we are enormously proud of you. Congratulations. Best of luck in your future endeavors. You will be great. Go Huskies. Let's give them a round of applause. And it's now my pleasure to introduce Carrie Wilkes, the Dean of the Graduate School.
Thank you, President Friedman. Good afternoon. I'd like to begin by recognizing the ceremony's mace bearer. In academic ceremonies, the mace is symbolic of university authority, transcending the tenure of individual presidents. The protocol requires the use of the mace in the processional and recessional of major academic ceremonies. Typically, the mace bearer is a highly respected member of the faculty, and they immediately precede the president, both entering and leaving the ceremony. Today's ceremony mace bearer is Katie Jekyll of the NIU Department of Counseling and Higher Education. Please stand. I think you have a few fans in here. Thank you, Katie. And this afternoon, we recognize 2 distinguished Graduate Faculty Award recipients, and it's important that we do so. In graduate education, the relationship between faculty and student is a special one. Faculty serve not only as teacher, but as master to apprentice, as co-conspirator in the research and artistry enterprise, and as mentor to mentee. It's a relationship that lasts a lifetime. With this, I invite Dr. Lori Ellish Piper, Interim Executive Vice President and Provost, to the podium to introduce the faculty member from the College of Education.
Today, I am honored to introduce Dr. Katie Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll came to the NIU Department of Counseling and Higher Education in 2015 and has proven since to be a scholar of many talents, as well as a respected and valued colleague in the department, the college, and the university. Dr. Jekyll teaches courses on diversity, critical multiculturalism, and pedagogy in higher education. Professor Jekyll's research explores topics such as the first-year student experience, the classroom experience of LGBTQ students, and the preparation, training, and development of novice post-secondary educators. Dr. Jekyll presents and publishes research on critical pedagogy to support the learning of non-dominant students. Outside the classroom, Dr. Jekyll is a leader, currently serving as the acting director of NIU's Center for the Study of Women, Gender, and Sexuality. And Dr. Jekyll is also an advocate, teaching queer studies and LGBTQ-themed courses and serving for 3 years as program coordinator for the Dialogues on Diversity program that examines power, privilege, and diversity. But most of all, Dr. Jekyll is a friend and mentor to students and colleagues. Katie is humble, genuine, kind, helpful, warm-hearted, and empowering. To Dr. Jekyll, college is not just the next step in the education process, but a safe and stimulating place where students can explore the world around them, engage in critical thinking, meet others, and as a result, grow and transform. And Dr. Jekyll feels profoundly grateful to participate in that process, calling this job an amazing opportunity. Yet, it is what they tell students, many of whom are following their professor into careers in higher education, that best expresses what a treasure we have among us. That these students are good enough, that it's always going to be okay, and that no matter what the problem is, we can always figure it out. It is with immense pride and appreciation that I present the Distinguished Graduate Faculty Award to Dr. Katie Jekyll. I now invite Dr. Donald Peterson, Dean of the College of Engineering and Engineering Technology, to the podium to introduce the faculty member from his college.
Thank you. Since Dr. Liu in electrical engineering arrived at NIU in 2007, she has shown exceptional commitment to advancing the career and educational goals of graduate students. She has served as the director of the graduate program for the electrical engineering department since 2016, and she is responsible for managing all aspects of their graduate programs and for advising students on academic matters. During her 16 years at NIU, she has served as the advisor for 35 master's students, and she is currently serving as the advisor for 1 PhD student, who is the first PhD student admitted to the new PhD program in electrical engineering. By the way, she led a faculty team on the design and structure of the curricular proposal to establish a new PhD program in electrical engineering, which was formally launched in the fall of 2020 following university and state approvals. Dr. Liu has also been active in developing innovative multicultural programs for the women engineering students, where women continue to remain extremely underrepresented within the engineering disciplines. For example, she has been working with faculty members from NIU's Women's Study program to design more women-friendly engineering education at the university and to more globally revise the common perspectives of women engineers. As one example, she is currently leading a project that is funded by the Engineering Information Foundation and by the NASA Illinois Space Grant Consortium to design an Introduction to Engineering course that identifies and expands upon opportunities for women in engineering. She continues to internationally publish and present her successes from all her various multicultural projects. Dr. Liu is also a faculty member who demonstrates the characteristics of an outstanding role model within her area of expertise. She has published 27 journal articles, more than 50 conference proceedings, and 1 book chapter. One area of research activity has been focused on infant cry recognition, infant breath sound classification, and active noise control within neonatal incubators. One of her recent publications on infant cry language analysis and recognition was named the most read article in 2019 in the Journal of Automatic Sinica in the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE. Her works have been reported by The Times, The Daily Mirror, Newsweek, The Daily Mail, NBC, BBC, and the IEEE Spectrum magazine. She is also recognized as a senior member within the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE, which is an esteemed professional recognition granted by her peers for her technical and professional excellence in electrical engineering. Let's give a final round of applause to our award winners, including Dr. Lichuan Liu. I invite back to the podium Dr. Lori Ellis-Piper.
Thank you, Dr. Peterson. We will now confer degrees as earned and specified. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please rise? President Freeman, upon the nomination of the graduate faculty and the Dean of the Graduate School, I present to you the degree candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy, the Doctor of Education, the Doctor of Audiology, the Doctor of Physical Therapy, and the Doctor of Nursing Practice upon the students who have met the requirements to receive those degrees.
By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of Northern Illinois University, I formally confer upon each of you, together with your colleagues in absentia, the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended. Accordingly, you are vested with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining to that degree. Congratulations to you all.
Check, there we go. The following students will receive the Doctor of Philosophy. Ibrahim Al-Bahali, Department of Education Technology, Research and Assessment, hooded by Dr. Wai-Chen Hung. Eric Amick, School of Interdisciplinary Health Professions, hooded by Dr. Beverly Henry. Dr. Cynthia Campbell, hooding Dr. Tori Austin. Dr. Pisu Hugh, hooding Joseph Babe. Samuel Cares, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kevin Wu. Yufeng Zhen, Department of Mathematical Sciences, hooded by Dr. Alan Polanski. Jessica Ellum, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. David Valentiner. Benjamin Ellum, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Holly Orcutt. Taiwo Isan, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, hooded by Dr. Timothy Hagan. Saba Fatima, Department of Physics, hooded by Dr. Michael Eads. Megan Gilbertson, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Michelle Demarais. Giselle Hernandez Navarro, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Melissa Fickling. Jacob Hood, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, hooded by Dr. Douglas Klump. Kathleen Kelly, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Christine Malecki. Tasha Laughlin, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, hooded by Dr. James Horn. Catherine Mangan, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kevin Wu. Alyssa Milok, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Michelle Lilly. Christopher Mitchell, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology and Foundation, hooded by Dr. Stephen Tonks. Lisa Maloney, School of Interdisciplinary Health Professions, hooded by Dr. Beverly Henry. Jenna Osterlin Altmans, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Doug Wallace. Jacqueline Pabis, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Laura Pittman. Mark Pavlik, Department of Physics, hooded by Dr. Dennis Brown. Logan Riffle, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Michelle Demarais. Celeste Rochelle, School of Interdisciplinary Health Professions, hooded by Dr. Beverly Henry. Puspa Upreti, Department of Physics, hooded by Dr. Omar Christensen. Tanisha Vilma, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Brad Pillow. Christine Webster, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology, and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Daryl Dugas. Moira Wendell, hooded by Dr. Julia Ogg. Esther Yee, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kara Stick. Johanna Yowens, Department of Psychology, hooded by Dr. Kevin Wu. Alexander Pixler, Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, hooded by Dr. Thomas Gilbert. Dr. Kyle Preston Goodwin, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Hart. The following students will receive the Doctor of Education. Tracy Ash, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Xiaodan Hu. John Boswell, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Katie Jekyll. Anki Bradley, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology, and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Patrick Roberts. Anke. Gina Corona Martin, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Xiaodan Wu. Janelle Gallagher Mance, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Lori Ellish Piper. Takia Hilton, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology, and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Benjamin Creed. Darius Jackson, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Joseph Flynn and Dr. Laura Johnson. Nicole Lacagnata, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Jidan Hu. Bryant Manning, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Katie Jekyll. Levinus Muhammad, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Gudrun Nyun. Sir Darrell Petties, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Patrick Roberts. Sandra Pisano Cruz, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Katie Jekyll. Aaron Ray, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Joseph Flynn. Travita Redmond, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Kelly Summers. Susan Roach, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, hooded by Dr. Jody Lampy. Luis Romero, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Carrie Cortegast. Arturo Centeno, Department of Leadership, Educational Psychology and Foundations, hooded by Dr. Benjamin Creed. Aaron Wilhelm, Department of Counseling and Higher Education, hooded by Dr. Katie Jekyll. David Damon, hooded by Dr. Gerd Nunn. The following students will receive the Doctor of Audiology. Christopher Bechtel, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Danica Billingsley and Dr. Matt Wilson. Emelina Johnson, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Danica Billingsley and Dr. Matt Wilson. Emily Leotine, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Danica Billingsley and Dr. Matt Wilson. Jessica Rokis, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Billingsley and Dr. Wilson. Alyssa Schwark, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Billingsley and Dr. Wilson. Ryan Stanley, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Billingsley and Dr. Wilson. Emily Willoughby, Department of Audiology, hooded by Dr. Billingsley and Dr. Wilson. The following students will receive the Doctor of Nursing Practice. Heather Gibson, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Tanya Tanzello. Elizabeth Gray, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Mary Hinchy. Diana Pierce, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Tanya Tenzillo. Angelica Rosinski, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Beth Moxley. Jean Steriker Riddell, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Mary Hinchy. Baraya Ziegler, Department of Nursing, hooded by Dr. Mary Hinchy. The following students will receive the Doctor of Physical Therapy. Layeth Abdelhadi, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Melissa Uguero, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Bailey Alderman, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. John Barbgardner, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Nicholas Kane, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Bree Durhake, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Millicent Diero, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Megan Doberton, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Garrett Duffin, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Zachary Ellery, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Matthew Georges, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Thomas Ghosh, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Olivia Graham, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Trevor Guerrero, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Alexandra Johnson, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Benjamin Lee, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Jen Jacobs. Noah Montalto, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Jennifer Naylor, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Theodore Pereskefoff, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Jesselyn Pasco, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blasco. Justin Rinaldo, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Mishka Spencer, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blasco. Nicholas Stair, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Keith Vergara, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blashik. Sarah Virgo, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blashik. Dominic Wadzala, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blaszek. Jessica Wells, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. Blaszek. Quinton Wynn, Department of Physical Therapy, hooded by Dr. M.J. Blaszek.
Congratulations. Will the candidates for specialist degrees, master's degrees, and performers certificates please rise? President Freeman, upon the nomination of the graduate faculty, I recommend that you confer the specialist degrees, the master's degrees, and the performer's certificate upon the students who have met the requirements to receive those degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Northern Illinois University, I hereby formally confer upon each of you, together with your colleagues in absentia, the degree or certificate for which you have been recommended. Accordingly, you are vested with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining to that degree. Congratulations.
Andrew Buckwinkler. The following students will receive a degree from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The following students will receive the Specialist in School Psychology. Haley Houtman. Elise Simmons. The following students will receive the Master of Arts. Tammy Adiko. Karen Benson. Sheila Bombay. Christopher Shamenti. Haley Folman. Chloe Green. Alexis Herod. Kayla Jeske. Eric Masters. Narit Matuk Bluestein. Richard Mensa. Elizabeth Mitchell. Lena Mulcher. Mohammed Nur Nobi. Imani Norris. Ruby Rivera. Kendall Rookbrecht. Luke Schissel. Dashiel Schulman. Austin Slott. Janice Smith. Caitlin Stabile. Shelby Tomasini. Esteban Trejo. Nain Sarkeesian. Murin Wadsworth. The following students will receive the Master of Public Administration. Jarrell Blakey. Roy Brines. Gabriel Bueno. Thomas Hardy. Ashley Hines. Nolan Ming. Ryan Oates. Thomas Samanik. Michael Sherhay. Letitia Teddy. The following students will receive the Master of Science. Gagana Abdulhili Ramangauda. Mahima Devi Alam. Venant Antadapali. Kishore Kumar Anamola. Ashita Pugani. Ashley Brousard. Shalini Reddy Chala. Matthew Fardu. Jillian Gooden. BVS Aswar Gothaparthi. Pavan Karkathia Guda. Allison Han. Abrar Athar Hashmi. Michael Heaney. Ramadanara Kashulk Jagalapardi Pudi. Harsha Jaluri. Nekaitha Jetlin. Pandu Ranga Sai Reddy Kanala. Dana Kargi Gaelic. Danish Kola. Thomas Lee. Madhumitha Ponala. Harish Kumar Pula. Aman Matadilthro. Govindu Reddy Mecca. Vinay Mukapati. Sarath Nalamili. Jake Rogers. Ilinsheri Santiago. Sakina Shabir. Anuj Makesh Shaw. Jesse Sikora. Jayonsa Sai Tagarisa. Janavi Tatinia. Mary Prajula Tiramul Reddy. Nalish Vadalupu. Bindhu Basaredi. Devin Vides, Nicholas Yee, Nida Zaki, Eswara Yadlapali, Kanadam Ganesh, Sanjay Krishna Gunda, Venkatesh Pasumarthi. The following students will receive a degree from the College of Education. No. Julia Christo. The following students will receive the Master of Science. Brittany Aldopoy. Francisco Arellano Aguera. Sarah Atkins. Alexis Ayola. Antonio Calabrese. Rafael Casas. Danielle D'Amato. Kyle Keaton. Haikun Kim. Timothy Mahoney. Nathaniel Tacoma Akil Marjoram. Farouk Aleola. Joshua Perez. Cassandra Roby. Nathan Ross. Nazia Sayed. Ashley Surma. Sydney Weiss. Matthew Zabrowski. Hamid Shoburo. Katrina Small. Krista Weatherspoon. Huntley Wozniak. Kelsey Nelson. The following students will receive the Master of Science in Education. Nicholas Abbs. Ali Adams. Jane Adler. Valentina Alpuin Maritrena. Karen Apostoli. Rebecca Barrett. Emily Bittner. Michelle Bosco. Mary Brandner. Natalie Brooks. Francine Brotman. Christina Briskini. Alex Bunkwinkler. Vida Caleros. Samantha Camacho. Alexis Earl. Deneve Carter. Letiza Caulfield Mitchell. Christina Chavez. Linda Condon. Caleb Conley. Kiera Cooper. Anina Cosentino. Janae Poisson. Kasira Perry. Paige Iman. Ariana DePinto. Natalie Dominguez. Rachel Edison. Mariah Emark. Angelica Flores. Casey Fuentes. Jacqueline Garcia. Fernando Gonzalez. Lisa Gray. Anne Hall. Gregory Halloran. Aisha Haran. Jillian Harder. Alicia Hastings. Karen Hayes. Farida Hamani. Amanda Herrera. Allison Hayab. Julia Holzer. Aaron Holden. Delaney Houts. Natalia J. Jarvis. Rebecca Callis. Teresa Fabre Lopez. Veronica Katarinsky. Aaron Kolhoff. Megan Kowalski. Agnieszka Kuchkari. Ayen Lebanon. Lacey Landmeyer. Mary Lazowski. Donovan Maloney. Tracy Matthey. Sarah Meyer. Katie Miller. Kimberly Nixon. Catherine Norman. Rebecca Olson. Brittany Orsted. Very good. Belderon Osman. Katie Basello. Alyssa Prestwich. Didela Prochaska. Yanira Quizada. Elizabeth Kirite. Jonathan Ruwerda. Michelle Haddix Schwartz. Ike Puang Sen. Joy Sell. Samarth Shah. Lamia Shapiro. Bernita Lukaji Samani. Tiwana Spencer. Christina Sutton. Taurus Smith. And straight ahead. Michael Tito. Jasmine Tracy. Jessica Tricarico. Amanda Underwood. Christine Radke. Monica Van Deven. Eladeth Vasquez Mardenas. Kimberly Watson. Jamelia Weber. Daniel Wells. Angela Williams. Emma Wiggins. Jacqueline Winter. Kimberly Wolf. Ellen Young. Craig Richke. Valina Yaunis Atelide. Okay.
The following students will receive a degree from the College of Business. Good. The following students will receive the Master of Accounting Science. Michaela Birch. Erica Brown. Daniel Carbajal. Joanna Cuvillo. Mitchell DeWitt. I do not know what's going on. Michelle Doman. Jonathan Drilling. Megan Denzer. Patrick Fadash. David M. Garcia. Nina Herrera. Nicholas Isera. Iskra. Catherine James. Tara Kaufmel. Kevin Niehaus. Kirsten O'Connor. Grant Patterson. David Ramirez. Jacob Ritko. Tanya De Jesus Tapia. Rihanna Way. Omar Josue Zupaidu Andrade. The following students will receive the Master of Business Administration. Yusuf Alhaj Omar. Susana Arroyo. Enrique Panueles. Barry Barreto. Jane Boteng. Steve Chikarotis. Haley Corbett. Marie Daly. Sue Dar. Lucille Doctor. John Doherty. Douglas Felsecker. Matthew Fredrickson. Justin Garr. Alexander Greenchuk. Ryan Gustafson. Shufeng Betty Jiang. Genesis Johnson. Jasmine Johnson. Mashal Khan. Jason Kornhauser. Patrick Laird. Amber Lightbourne Williams. Monica Linders. Michelle Litton. Jessamine Manak. Miguel Minez. Irfan Osmani. Luke Petula. Kiera Ryan. Samantha Schmidt. Bharat Shadapuri. Alex Shubs. George Strom. Ashley Sweden. Oliver Valentinson. Campbell Wolf. Thomas Morales. Sandy Elizabeth Eade. The following students will receive the Master of Science. Lily Gozum. Adeyinka Haradeyinka Ademgembaro. Sayantani Adhikari. Sakshi Agarwal. Satya Ganapati Akoju. Abhishek Arigala. Sravya Balijapali. Cleara Bassett. Cyrus Bonds. Hannah Bramos. Yarixa Bustamante. Fani Kumar Chitala. Buwana Chitori. Caitlin Edwards. Jack Dunlap. Thomas Foley. Sri Sai Surya Gutta. Nitin Raji Guvala. Shannon Harley. Christopher Heath. Kiana Hintz Saxton. Pavani Jupali. Hita Kadam. Cassidy Kagi. Fjorda Kalo. Vinit Radi Karedi. Adivenkata Naga Sai Vinila Karnatapu. Chitang Kumar Karutari. Nitish Reddy Katkori. Gautam Kacham. Jayadeep Reddy Kamidevi. Mary Prashanti Kona. Jacqueline Korwitz. Saugandika Bolepali. Mega Sudha Aluri, Sundeep Gopireddy, Pooja Kola, Prasant Kumar Kuntamukala, Jorge Lugo, Armani Mabry, Dheeraj Malisetti, Avinash Kumar Manda, Vishnu Vardhan Gopu, Abhinav Reddy May Reddy, Eric Miller, Julia Matkovich, Meghna Mova, Shrikant Reddy Nara, Scott Natter, Varun Nutalapati, Nicholas Olds, Sai Kailash Padmaraju, Sasidhar Varma Pandeti, Varun Reddy Panala, Gauri Patil, Nishita Potlala, Denise Phillip, Joshua Peacher, Kartik Sai Potireddy, Gregory Putlak, Sean Quirk, Akshya Rajendran, Vandana Rajendran, Sai Danush Rayala, Jessica Reisenbuckler, Megan Reynolds, Miriam Rodriguez, Hitesh Radhi Saikam, Akayandra Nath Sanam Venkata, Krunal Mitesh Sarvaya, Jacqueline Schuler, Asmatullah Shaikh, Sharan Shiram Shetty, Divya Tirumala, Kelly Tito, Nikhil Radil Tumala, Gayatri Vade, Teja Velagapudi, Rahul Kumar Velaturi, Saveri Vemuri, Sitarum Vemuri, Jessica Webb, Tammy Whited, Anthony Yenin, Krista Zulaya, Venu Gopal Yeduri, Manisha Reddy Pandala, Sahipriya Kilaru, Pregna Koduganti, Narendra Varma Vegesna, Manoj Kumar Sanapaneni, Banu Prakash, Nikita Katragata. The following students will receive a degree from the College of Engineering and Engineering Technology. The following student will receive the Master of Science. Yanolua Akojian. Courtney Bradley. Peter Kosumans. Anchal Dharmendra Dungarshi. Shiva Gayeni. Sonia Hall. Aparna Harikumar. Alec Hine. Mitchell Jones. Audrey Kiamana. Dexter Kling. Enosh Lim. Jacob Martinez. Praveen Mishra. Katera Mohammadi. Shasaif Hussein Mohammed. Ayaz Niazi. Muideen Opejin. Sobit Pokrel. Oscar Sanchez. Kolawali Somade. Dan Thiel. Stanley Ugwu. Jacob Witeka. Sharma Sahil. Jaswant Jamula. Sai Srihari Korapati. Gautam Sai Tariboyina. The following students will receive a degree from the College of Health and Human Sciences. The following students will receive the Master of Arts. Laren Abbott. Allison Bell. Hannah Baikama. Kyla Daly. Iris Espinoza. Stephanie Goodsalas. Josie Holly. Taylor Mertens. Corey McCready. Margaret Stalder. Alexa Scagliatine. Rachel Villafuerte. Daphne Voris. Emily Fredericks. Allison Strauss. The following students will receive the Master of Public Health. Timothy Ackerman. Janetta Dokovic. Noam Green. Sai Gujalar Moody. Sadeh O'Leary. The following students will receive the Master of Science. Faustina Nikolika Anikamadu. Jack Babcock. Julie Bloom. Marcella Cox. Paige Butowski. Aaliyah Cipra. Paola Cruz Ramirez. Jacqueline Diaz. Caitlin Eichsty. Brooke Fornetti. Jonathan Haverly. Caitlin Heffron. Jamie Hunter. Shannon Landon. Alicia Moretz Schmerbach. Adela Moss. Valerie Origel. Kelly Robinson. Jaleel Shepard. Priyanka Ahir. Gantina Setiawati. Francesca Tynes. Mankawalpreet Wazir. Aisha Yarrow. Stephanie Renee Ziegler. Annika Proititi. The following students will receive a degree from the College of Visual and Performing Arts. The following students will receive the Master of Fine Arts. Elizabeth Alice. Rachel Beer. Danielle Reinhardt. Aaron Stewart. The following students will receive the Master of Music. Aaron Adams. Joshua Bedeau. Gianna Capobianco. Jalen Charles. Rashunda Dorset Heedley. Amos Eggleston. Daniela Escobar Oyala. Kirby Fellis. Brian Flippen. Evan Jacobson. Jihyun Kim. Matthew Kaiser. Hyana Lee. Francis Marshall. Austin Mank. David Perez Delgado. Yucheng Qin. Danica Richardson. Jared Sines. Yvonne Sams. D'Artagnan Stephen. Gabriel Wyndham. Ting Uing Wu. The following student will receive the Master of Science. Alexandra Daw. The following students will receive the Performer's Certificate. Yiyun Zhang. Da-Young Park. Jacqueline Scavetta.
On behalf of the faculty and leadership at NIU, I offer my most sincere congratulations. As a result of your hard work, perseverance, imagination, and creativity, you have transitioned from being our students to being our colleagues. You have shown the ability to create new knowledge, to expand our artistic and creative horizons, and to address some of the most difficult problems that we face as a community, a nation, and a world. You have joined the community of scholars, and you should always be proud of the degrees that you have earned today. As you move into your careers, please remember that your education has also given you the responsibility to be an agent of change for our world. A fraction of the world's population earns a baccalaureate degree. A fraction of a fraction earns an advanced degree. We ask that you join with us, your faculty colleagues, in continuing to advance our knowledge of the world and the humans that inhabit it. Even as we celebrate your accomplishments, we look forward to your remarkable futures. As graduate advisors, our faculty have made a lifelong commitment to your success. We ask that you stay in touch with us and celebrate your status as NIU alums. Once a Husky, always a Husky. Congratulations again, and go Huskies! And here with a special message for you from the NIU Alumni Association is fellow Husky, Kristen Hamblock.
On behalf of the NIU Alumni Association and its more than 250,000 alumni we serve, it is my distinct honor to welcome the entire class of 2023 as new members of the NIU Alumni Association. Our goal is to provide you with opportunities to remain in contact with your classmates, to network with other NIU graduates, and to stay connected to your alma mater. I encourage you to stay in touch. Tell us about your achievements, volunteer with us, and help support the next generation of graduates. Many alumni have encouraged their children to be a part of the Northern experience. These families are dedicated to the values NIU embodies and are truly handing down those ideals from one generation to the next. To you, legacy families, we say thank you for continuing the NIU tradition. Others among you are the first in your families to graduate from college, and to you we offer a special congratulations for starting your own Husky tradition. On behalf of all of those who have sat in these chairs before you, we, your fellow alumni, say congratulations. We are proud of you and welcome you to the NIU Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hamblock. I now invite everyone to join in the singing of NIU's alma mater. Lyrics can be found on the reader board. Graduates, at the conclusion of the alma mater, the platform party and faculty will lead you out by rows. You will be going directly outside where you can meet your families. Again, congratulations. As you are able, please rise.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, ever shall we praise your name. Here we proudly lift our voices, as in strong we sing your fame. Free, steadfast, devoted, true,